All right, so we are doing our shake, shake, shake lab today. And what we're gonna be doing is measuring the mass of some rocks before and after a weathering event. And we're gonna weather the rocks ourselves. But first, we have drawn on here to show you some pink on the edges. So you can see that these are, making my observations, these are kind of a little bit jagged. They're white, got all different size pieces. So we have to find the mass before weathering. Carefully pour them on the weighing paper. Make sure it's on the weighing paper if possible. And then we find our mass. Start with the 100. Oop, that is way too much mass. Bring that back. 10. Make sure it clicks into place. 20. 30. 40 is too much mass. Back to 30. Okay. I'm going to use my Sharpie, make it small. We're getting there. Nice. All right, so we have a total of 30 plus exactly 6. So we have 36.0 grams of rocks. Okay. For the next part of the lab, we're going to carefully place our rocks into the bottle of water.
Brand, you did a very nice job with
Thank
that.
you. So you can see that we have rocks and we have some water in here. We're going to screw on the lid of this really tightly, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be shaking this bottle for 5 whole minutes. And what's going to happen is some kind of weathering event. And let's make a prediction now. So what do we predict is going to happen to the rocks?
All right, so we're only weathering it for 5 minutes.
Not 5 million years.
Right, so there's still going to be a change. But we're going to be shaking it pretty vigorously.
Yes, very intensely.
So I'm going to predict that the mass will decrease after shaking.
Yes, I think that's a good prediction for the mass. And I'm just curious, I think that they might get smoother too.
Yeah.
So we put that pink on there. I wonder what's going to happen to the pink. I'm not sure. We've never done that before.
Nope.
All right. I'm going to start shaking for 5 minutes. Ready? Set. Okay, so we have, whoa, you can't even see the rocks anymore. That water got cloudy. That's pretty cool. It's a good observation. Wonder why the water got cloudy. I'm going to carefully pour it. Oh, you can still see pink on there. That's cool. Rinse it out. Rinse the rocks.
Now you can see some pieces. There must be really tiny sediment at the bottom of the sink.
Oh yeah, look at that. You can see it trailing.
Yeah.
And then we've got our rocks. Definitely less, I don't know. It feels smoother. This one definitely feels smoother. This one was really jagged before.
Oh yeah, it was.
That's cool. And lots of tinier pieces than before as well.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna get the final mass of these rocks after they've been weathered. And to do that, we need to make sure that they're pretty dry so that we're not finding the mass of the water. We're just finding the mass of the rocks. How does that look?
Looks good to me.
Pretty good? Okay. So our balance is all balanced. Put these back on our scale. Make sure we get all the rocks so it's an accurate measurement. Oh, it's so hard to pick them up when they're tiny. This wasn't as hard before. Get every little piece. Would you like to find the mass, Miss Woodhead?
Sure. So, start with 100. That's where we always start. Oh, too much.
Oh, too much.
So I thought it was going to be less. 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, we're going back one.
It was 36.0 before, right?
All right, so we're still at the 30. Ooh. Okay. We about there?
Yep.
Okay, so
Pretty good.
nothing for the 100, so 0 plus 30 plus 5.8.
Wow.
So that be 35.8.
So it only lost 0.2 grams.
Yeah.
But it is less.
So it did weather in
So
5 minutes.
In 5 minutes, it lost some of its mass. So that does show you that weathering has happened. And we can observe that it happened too by our smoother and smaller pieces.